I lost over 300K in the previous bull run. Just at the same time my father passed away. So
what got you hooked into NFTs?
when you enter the market and the market is just starting and you see it go up and you make all this money and you don't have the perception of the volume or the market cap of the coins or anything, because I didn't understand what it was, right?
How much money you make, it's about who you need to become to have that amount of money.
Bitcoin was at $3,000.
Oh my God.
That's a 300x that you missed on in a couple of years,
Yeah.
right?
What you felt at that moment?
What's up, everyone? We are here yet again for the second podcast here at One Link Villa. We are with Nick, our expert magician and our head of content.
Hey guys, what's up?
And Jay, founder of Play Solana and founder of FOMO Magazine. He has a really interesting story, some interesting background, how he started in crypto, how he managed to build two very successful businesses, and where those businesses are going from here. We'll discuss all those things with him today on the podcast. So Jay, thank you so much for coming. Welcome to Dubai, Habibi.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure to come to the house. You guys always been a great hosts. The setup is amazing. And yeah, sharing time with you guys in Dubai is always a great time, except when you make me work out in the heat for 2 hours.
It's part of
Nice.
the process.
Yeah, it's
All right.
time to speak.
But Jay,
guys.
let's dive right into it, bro. I don't want to bother the audience with personal stuff and bullshit and cookies and, rainbows and sunshine.
Mindset.
Let's get right into the meat. Let's discuss a little bit about your latest project, Play Solana. Because I feel like I think you tapped into something very interesting, something very exciting. And I want you to tell our audience, how did you come up with this idea? When did you come up with this idea? And how did you make it happen?
So we thought about making a gaming console a while back for Solana, obviously, because Solana has the fastest transactions, cheapest, and the biggest amount of users, so it makes sense. I know there is other gaming consoles on other chains that maybe don't have the same amount of users or the same amount of games. There is a big problem with Web3 gaming adoption, right? So three problems. And with Play Solana, we are actually addressing that. So right now, most of these games are played in mobile devices, right? So the distribution of these devices and ultimately these games are made through Androids and iPhones, which are controlled by big monopolies such as Google and Apple. Then there is like little to no effort to integrate the Web3 component on these phones, right? You need to install an app, you need the app to interact with the game, then it jumps windows and all of that. And then by the time you start playing the game, you already press so many buttons and you did so many authorizations and you put so many
much
codes.
friction.
And you just like...
And still,
the
the
next-
app will be controlled by Apple.
The next time you're going to play the game, you think,
Have to go through that again.
yeah. And then, so that's when we decided, like, I had the handle for quite a while, Play Solana. I'm a gamer, so I always want to build in games. It's a big industry. It's really untapped. It's really small in Web3 right now. There's not that many games that are doing that much with a lot of users and stuff. So yeah, we decided to come up with PSG1, which is a Game Boy style, but with with joysticks. And I actually met my co-founders last year, and one of them is like a cybersecurity guy, one of the top guys in the world, working with companies in Silicon Valley, in Saudi Arabia, helping them producing microchips, all this good stuff. And my other co-founder, Vitor, is like a really savage developer. He has his own dev shop in Portugal. Like all the guys there are like top-notch developers on Solana. They build this amazing platform, and when I told them the idea, Sandro, my other co-founder, he was actually like, this fell from the sky for me because I do cybersecurity and I work with hardware for so many years, and I love Web3. I love crypto. So this for me combines the perfect thing. And it's exciting. Like, it's not like a project where you're just doing videos for other clients or you are doing
Staking website.
a staking platform.
Or a raffle.
Yeah, you are doing something that I love, and thinking about Play Solana, I think about like we are bringing the fun of gaming to the kids of today.
It's the nostalgia, bro. It's the nostalgia because the generations that are in crypto right now, they played with Game Boys, they collected Pokemon cards, they did all this shit.
Yeah, but think about us bringing the fun of gaming to the kids of today, but onboarding them as the Web3 experts of tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, if you used Jupiter, Magic Eden, and all these other platforms on Solana since the beginning, you would know exactly what to do. So if younger generation start to understand crypto and how to interact with these dApps, doesn't mean that Magic Eden, I believe it will, but doesn't mean that Magic Eden in 10 years is going to be here, or Jupiter, or these other platforms, but you understand the flow of things that you need to do to protect your money, to increase your options of getting more money, and we are creating a plane to earn model, right? We're going to have our own token. We're going to be able to
Is this some exclusive alpha?
This is not financial advice at all.
But is exclusive alpha or not?
It's exclusive alpha, yes.
Amazing. So hear him out.
Yes. Yesterday I presented my pitch just like 8 villas away from here. And I was just telling this, there's going to be a lot of games that we already partner with. And these games have their own tokens. And some of them are still going to launch their tokens. So the persons that are going to be winning and having the chance to mine these tokens daily are going to be people that have their PSG1, like people that use our console. And
I love how this sounds, PSG1, like PS, PS5, PlayStation,
Yes,
PSG1.
Play Solana.
Generation
Bro, it's,
one. You know?
Play Solana is unique.
Yeah,
Nice.
I like it. I really like it. I think it's meant to be something huge. But just to zoom out a little bit and back to your initial point, you are totally right. The biggest platforms that have tens of millions, hundreds of millions of users, they focus on eliminating the friction, onboarding. Because if you want to play a Web3 game and you have to download this wallet, you have to create this wallet, then you have to save the seed phrase, then you have to connect this wallet to another platform, then that platform you have to connect it to another thing, and then inside the game, once you press start, you have to connect again, and when you run
and
an
you need
attack,
to authorize the payment.
yeah, exactly. And when you have an action like attack this other player, I have to authorize it's like so much.
And then
friction.
you want to pay
Bro, that's
the thing
exactly the opposite of mass adoption, right?
Exactly.
So I understand what you're doing, because currently there's no solution where you have like a gaming dedicated console for Web3 games, especially when it comes to Solana blockchain and like a niche, because it's a niche in a sense.
And yeah, we don't want to just be a gaming console, right? We want to be the leading gateway for the Solana gaming ecosystem. We want to empower other games. We want to empower other companies to bring their games to Play Solana, to present their games to our users, and to grow the market as much as we can. You know?
I get the same vibes as I was getting with Solana Mobile when it was launched. Like initially, it was a little bit of hype. People, they bought it. But then something happened. There was a shift. Like when people understood that they can buy this fucking device, and on the fucking device they get $600 worth of coins, which obviously pays for the phone. I saw people ordering 20, 30, 50 phones at the time.
Yeah.
Remember?
And it was one of the first crypto phones, and they did a great job. We actually gonna build Play Solana on top of Solana Mobile SDK.
Yeah.
So we're gonna use their open source code to build, because PSG1 is an Android mobile-like device, and we're gonna use their technology and leverage that technology and help them build that technology, because we are not competitors.
Of course.
They are a phone, but having a call with the Solana Mobile team, they actually said, like, we are not made to play games. Like, mobile devices are not made to play games.
Yeah.
If I ask you, or you, maybe you have, because you are a magician and you like this stuff, but I don't have games on my phone. I don't play games on my phone. It drains my battery. You probably go to the dentist says, oh, we are delayed, you're gonna take 30 minutes more. We download something, we play it once,
It's like
and then
time
it's
killers. That's exactly why they're named like that.
yeah.
Time
And the
killers.
Telegram games now is just tap 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 tap. Even my friend created something with a battery, and it's just there tapping one of his phones, and the phone is connected to the charge, and is everyday farming points. And I had a conversation with a guy 2 days ago. I don't know how big, how high was his IQ, but probably not big enough. He was like, why should I play this and I shouldn't play Telegram tap games? And I was like, what do you mean? Like, when I go home and I have my PS5, or I have my computer, I don't, when I go to play, I don't want to press my mouse. I want to play Call of Duty. I want to play Fortnite.
Yes.
I want to play these games that are cool to play.
Strategy, mindset, like
Yeah. And that's what we want to do. Like, I had this comparison with this Game Boy from Bitcoin, where they install like retro games like Super Mario, or like these boring games that you used to play back in the day. Okay, yes, they are fun. Yes, I enjoyed playing them, but I'm on a different level. Like, I don't want to play that again. Maybe I play it once or twice, but that's it. What I want to play is good games. I want to play games that really good gaming studios built for Web3 and interact with crypto, right? That's what I want to play. And that's what we're building with PSG1. We are not building some retro game shit. We are building really high quality console with a built-in hardware wallet, with a high quality LCD. We are building a gaming console that is leveraging the technology of Solana.
I think more than anything, you're building a platform, bro.
Yeah, at the same
'Cause,
time, yes.
Like your business model is not the device. You can actually, and when it comes to companies like yours, they actually make the product and they sell it at cost or sometimes even at loss. And the biggest example I can give you now, it's the Oculus Quest 3. They're selling it so cheap, probably at a loss, but they don't care about that because they're building a platform and they make so much money from developers, from like apps, from everything else.
Distribution, because then if you have a lot of people holding one, you have all these games that want to be featured in your thing. If you have your own app store, and these games can be onboarded there, that's one of the revenue models.
It's
apart
huge.
from the
and in
the
my
device.
opinion, there's no other better blockchain that you could do this than Solana. Period.
By the way, I like
Solana has everything. Solana has the tech. It's fast, cheap transactions. But there's other chains that have this. What other chains don't have, they don't have users, bro.
Exactly.
The community, and not only the users, because some chains, it's hype sui. They say they have many users at once or Aptos, and then they fall down. What I've noticed with Solana, it's what's so amazing is that, bro, there's a core community there. Always there. No matter if Solana goes down to $8 to $100 to $200, there's always people there, which is
100%.
mind-blowing. You know what I mean?
I remember when we went down to talking about the $8 and the community around Solana. I remember when we went down to $8 and my girlfriend was like, "What are you gonna do now?" I was like, I have these other 200, 300 guys that travel around the world with me, and we all go to the hacker houses or breakpoints, and I don't know what they are doing, but I know they are not leaving. So if we go down, we go down all together. And if Solana dies, which we believe it wouldn't, if it happens, I will just go wherever they go, right? But yeah, we stuck with the ecosystem. We were resilient, and that's the thing with the companies here. Most of the companies lost a lot of money, and some the ones that didn't lost with FTX, we didn't have their funds in there. They also went through the pain of watching all their treasury going down, and they didn't sell, and they stayed, and they built, and here we are.
You know what I think about your product? That is, you have a specific device from Web3 in your house. Because if I'm using iPhone, I go there and I use like apps inside the iPhone. iPhone is just, I can use it for notes, for pictures, for everything. But you want specifically gaming in Web3. So you take your phone like that, you take a new device and you play it. No distractions, I think.
Exactly.
That's exactly what I love.
That's exactly the goal. That's exactly what we think it's missing. Because on my computer, for example, I have some high quality games. My computer at home. For my PS5, I also have. But when you are traveling around,
you can take your PS with you.
You can take the PSG1 with you. Your kid can play on it. You can, instead of creating something to tap the buttons, you just make a baby, give him the PSG1, and he's working for you. Child labor 101.
Yeah. Exploit the kids.
Use the kids. Make babies, earn crypto.
We're living in such a huge world of distractions.
We are living in a Black Mirror episode.
Yes,
So
a bit. Sometimes. When I visit some places here in Dubai, I'm just like, what is this?
What's happening?
Like, is this real?
Dubai is just built different.
So, bro, by the way, I know that you guys have your device on pre-sale right now. It's live. I'm not sure by the time we will, air this podcast if it will still be. Most likely it will be sold out. But anyway, you can check out at playsolana.com. Just go grab your device. It's at $2.99. It's peanuts. And I'm 100% sure that anybody that buys this device, and this is not financial advice, but I feel like anybody that buys this device, they will make their money back just from holding the device. Because I feel like it's getting to such a level of hype that other companies, other projects, other coins will want to distribute some of those rewards to the users. Just like the same thing that happened with Solana Mobile. That's my feeling. I don't know. I just have a hunch.
We already have some stuff lined up, and obviously
you already have some airdrops coming, right?
Yeah.
So here's the alpha. Go grab your device if it's not too late. If it's too late, then sign up for the wait list for the phase 2, right? Which is going to happen. And I think it's just cool, man. And I can't wait to see it in my hands,
I feel it.
Yeah.
Cool. What about the vision for the next 3 to 5 years?
So currently we are in wave 1 pre-order. We in parallel we are already building some working prototypes of the PSG1. We want to pre-install and test with our partners. We already partner with some big entities on the gaming space, but the long-term vision is obviously empower the Web3 gaming ecosystem, especially on Solana, and develop gaming devices for Web3.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
Do you see like the future of devices like PS5 or something better or VR?
It's let's see on where the journey takes us. But
Yes.
yeah, there is little limits in Web3, and obviously gaming is unparalleled market.
I feel like that's the case in business most of the time. Like you start somewhere and you think you're going to reach that level, but on the way up, you go to a certain different direction, which is obviously better for everybody, and for you as an entrepreneur. But could you tell us, when did you start in crypto, and is there any interesting story behind it?
Yeah, sure. So I started in crypto around 2017. I was sharing an apartment in Portugal with some friends, and then we had this guy that used to watch me playing poker online, and he was always talking about Bitcoin. And at some point, he offered me some Bitcoins for cash that he needed at the time. And yeah, I told him, I'll give you 100 euros or $100, and you give me 100 Bitcoins. And he was just laughing, and I was like, it's 1 for 1, right? It's like when you trade currency. And he was like, it doesn't work like that because 1 Bitcoin is worth $10. And I was like, how is that work? How is that possible? And then we went back and forth. Obviously, me and most of my friends faded him completely. And fast forward 1 year, maybe more. One of my friends that was living in the house called me and said, hey, do you know that guy that was always talking about Bitcoin? Can you guess the price of it right now? Like, man, I have no idea. I never heard of it anymore. And Bitcoin was at $3,000.
Oh my God.
That's a 300x that you missed on in a couple of years, right?
What you felt at that moment?
So I'm a pretty stoic guy. So I don't really think about the past and have regrets. I think we need to focus on the present. Like Kung Fu Panda said, if you live in the past, you are depressed. If you live in the future, you are anxious. And if you live in the present, you are happy.
Yeah,
it's present because it's named like that. It's a present.
Exactly. Going forward, this friend of mine, good friend of mine, called me and said, do you want to buy some Bitcoin? So we ended up buying Bitcoin at that point. And then
3K.
Around 3K. And Bitcoin went to 10K and we both sold. I think 6 months or 1 year later, he called me again. This guy is the worst guy to have, right? You should block him. That's it. He said, hey, the Bitcoins we sold. He said, yeah. So how much do you think is worth now? I said, I never checked again because I didn't even use the platform, right? He did everything. I just give him cash and he bought the Bitcoins for us. And he said, so it's worth $30,000 now. And I was like, why are you calling me to feel bad like you, right? Just keep this to yourself. And yeah, then I moved away from Portugal. I went to London where I had a couple jobs, and then I started my construction career. And I had this guy, the guy that was supervising me. We were both supervisors, but he was older. He used to do apartments in Hong Kong, Tokyo, all the biggest jobs in construction, paid good money. Like we were paid in London, but maybe a bit higher because he was more experienced. And he kept checking the price of Bitcoin, Ethereum, all these tokens that were around back then. And he said to me, like, you should plan to retire because you cannot spend this money. Like we were making so much money in construction that I actually told my girlfriend, I don't have time to spend my money. Like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
So I started investing in stocks. I bought Tesla really early. I bought more Bitcoin at that point. Bitcoin was back at 12,000. And I bought like 10 Ethereums for $600 each. And that's how my crypto journey started.
Yeah. When was that on a timeline perspective, like a year? When was that?
Before 2019.
Before 2019. So you catch the big bull run in 2019 with NFTs. What got you hooked into NFTs?
So at that point, I was making a lot of money trading stocks. We had a WhatsApp group only with Portuguese guys. They were always asking me for advice, guys that come from a rich background. Obviously, I come from a humble background, as you know. And these guys were always asking me for advice. What stocks should we buy? What crypto? And I was happy to do the research for them and share it. And I was actually thinking, I'm quite smart. Like, I know how to catch these waves. And then me and my best friend had a clothing business, so summer shirts in Portugal, and we were traveling to Turkey to buy the materials to make them, and then traveling back to Portugal. And that one night we were in this rooftop bar with the owner. He loved a Turkish club, so we showed him some pictures of us and Quaresma, which is a Portuguese football player that played in Turkey. And the guy said, what you guys do? How do you make money? And I said, I work in construction, but I also invest in crypto, stocks. He said, what crypto do you have? And I said, I have Ethereum, Bitcoin, and then I just bought this coin, Dogecoin. And the guy started to make fun of me. Like, you should buy XRP. I was like, it's nothing. I don't, like, no one buys XRP. Like, forget it. And obviously, Doge, this was like 2 hours before Elon Musk tweeted about it.
Yeah.
So I was a bit drunk. And to provoke him, I bought like $5,000 worth of Doge in front of him, right?
What the?
Yeah. So me and my friend keep drinking with him. And he said, just sell that, buy XRP, long term, this and that. And my friend said, how much is the thing? I said, it doesn't move like that. Right? I just bought. It's not going to do anything. So I refresh my Binance account, and from maybe 30, 40K that I had there, I had like on Dodge like 30K from the 5K investment.
Yeah.
What the hell?
And my friend was like, sell it now. I said, I can't sell because I don't know where the money comes from. Like, I don't know why it's pumping.
Exactly, yeah.
So I go on YouTube and I check, and there are like already 10 videos uploaded like 30 minutes ago, all of them talking about Elon Musk. I was like, he's going to the moon. We had a flight next day, 6 a.m. I keep refreshing, and it went to 60K, 80K. And by the time I was going to hop on the flight, I had 120K on Dodge.
From 5K.
From 5K.
What the heck?
On one night.
Yeah.
Like 6,
Wow.
8 hours.
It was refreshing. Like,
I was crazy about it.
Bing,
I
bing.
actually missed my flight because of that. I was just distracted. Ended up flying the next day. When I got to London, I told my girlfriend, like, we should move back to Portugal.
Mhm.
I'm doing so well in trading stocks and everything. And then COVID happened, yeah. So I was playing Call of Duty every night with some friends, and one of them just disappeared. He stopped playing, and I told him, like, what's going on? You were like one of our best players. Come back. And he said, oh, I'm deep down on NFTs now. What is that? It's like the pictures, Bored Ape and all these monkeys and stuff. But now they are happening on Solana as well. They just launched. Really? And then he said, just buy these ones. They were Sol Punks back in the day.
Yeah.
And we bought them like for 2 Sol. Sol was around
$200.
$50 at that time.
$50?
Yeah.
Okay.
I bought a lot of Solana around $3. And I just had it in my Binance. I didn't even have a Phantom wallet, a mobile wallet, nothing like that. So yeah, I bought some NFTs, DJ Ape Academy. I was there in the mint, Aurori, SMBs. And yeah, Solana went from 3, 12, 30 to $250.
It's crazy. You made some good money. Did you sell at the right time?
No.
I like your mindset. Remember, was sitting there and you said that I'm always take the cash. You
Yeah.
know, if I feel like it's the time, I will take it. I don't care if it
Yeah.
will be like 30, 40, 50K. Right now, I'm good with 10K or
Yeah.
20K.
Yeah, but this lesson cost me a lot of money, right? So, like, people think that people that make money in this ecosystem, they are like super smart and everything. I'm not dumb. I think I'm a smart guy, but I obviously paid the fee. Like, I lost over 300K in the previous bull run. Just around the same time my father passed away. So I learned my lesson, but I paid the money to learn it,
Yeah,
right?
the experience. You buy the experience, of course. Yeah.
You invest in yourself in this way. How much money you lost? The biggest loss?
Biggest loss was around 200 and something in crypto. Just watching it going down. Like,
Ah.
obviously there were scams, like DeFi scams. You have Time, the DeFi protocol that took money from everyone. I actually withdraw my money from Luna just 1 month, maybe 3-4 weeks before it crashed. I saw a lot of people losing money. But when you enter the market and the market is just starting and you see it go up and you make all this money and you don't have the perception of the volume or the market cap of the coins or anything, because I didn't understand what it was, right?
Yeah.
So you see it go up and the next day you have an NFT mint or someone is launching a coin, you think this will go up. But the reality is this stuff not always go up. Like it's...
Bro, it's exactly the biggest misconception for new investors when because they saw Doge go to a certain level, right? Or they see like Ethereum, it's 2,500, Bitcoin is 60,000. So when they see, for example, a new dog coin that is launching and it has price of 0.0000001, they think, oh, if I buy now and it goes to $1, I will be like a billionaire. You know what I mean? But that's not how it works. It's all about the market cap, the supply, the math of. But not many people understand this.
And yeah, this is the biggest problem in our industry, and even me talking to my normie friends, they are like, oh, and what if this goes to the price of Bitcoin? And I'm like
how that is possible.
Yeah, exactly. There is a lot more. Bitcoin has 21 million supply, right? So these coins have billions and billions of supply. It means for the coin to go up, it's even to $1, it needs to be
trillions.
You know, it's impossible.
Yeah.
So yeah, people need to understand better before going in.
What would you say, like, for people that are looking to get into crypto? Because obviously I've been the same like you, like involved in crypto since 2018, 2019. My first experience was I lost 35K like this, but that got me hooked, you know. But, you know, during this period of time, 4 or 5 years, you learn a lot because you lose, you make money, then you see like you make 100, 200K overnight, you don't sell it, then it goes down to zero again. So it's like, you know, lots of emotional and experience and, you know, money and time and resources lost. So what would you say to new viewers that are looking to get into crypto? What would you do different now if it was like 5-6 years ago?
Like I said, I'm a bit stoic guy, so I don't know if I did anything differently, because obviously I strongly believe that you need to experience stuff your own way to learn it. And for me, the same way that I go to the gym or I start a new sport, I like to make the mistakes to learn from them, right?
Yeah.
And I think most humans are like that. Like, you need to go through the experience to understand, because even if I explain you, like I have friends, I tell them like, this is a scam. Like, this is a certified scam. I have one of my best friends from hometown in Porto. Him and his cousin are my long-term childhood friends, and they started into crypto a while ago. And one of them actually bought Solana at $12 right before the crash at 8. And until this day, he's super grateful. Like, every time he messages me, he calls me, he's like, I'm so grateful that you told me to actually buy it and you advised me the right way. And his cousin, which is actually a smarter guy than us back in school, he was like, so I found this platform that was exactly like Time and the other DeFi protocols, where you put $100 and every week they will give you like $20, $30, whatever. They just want you hooked, right? So when you have more capital available, like you have $200, $300 more, you will put it back in the protocol. So instead of getting 20, you will get 30. The reality is like you never see the entire money back again, right? But they got you hooked in those. What I told him was, this is a scam, but you're going to do one thing. You're going to keep receiving the rewards. And in the moment that you get the $100, I let you invest more. I don't allow you to invest your money in this right now. And I'm more experienced than you, and you should respect me because I already give you a lot of opportunities to make money, right? This is what I tell to my friends. And some of them are smart and say, this guy knows more than me, so I'm going to do what he says. So this guy didn't do it. He called me and he said, I put $200 more. And I said, I told you to wait for the entire rewards, because if you get actually paid back, probably you can get more out of it, right? Even if you just invest $100 more, which was your initial money that you already got. So you're just playing with the house money, right?
Yeah.
And he said, nah, but I'm already getting 30, 40, whatever. And my friends made money. But I said, they didn't get the full money because I'm watching the thing. It doesn't work. I said, yeah, it works, man. And then 2 days after, he calls me and said, hey, bro, the platform is down. I was like, bro, you know I can't get the money back. I was like, nah, it's gone. I told you, you're dumb. Like, they hook you with these DeFi protocols for normies, right? Where you put the eggs in the basket and every week the chicken gives you a little egg, but you never get the entire money back. So
yeah,
and then you hook your friends on.
So you tell that if you're like a new person in crypto, don't listen to anybody, listen to yourself, right?
No, I think the best advice for new people is like, definitely do your own research. Like, and it's easy to say this word, it's a cliche word. How are you gonna do your own research if you just entered crypto, right? You don't understand anything. You probably end up seeing a video from a scammer on YouTube, and then you buy their coins and it goes to zero. So probably the best alpha that you can get is join a good community of NFT holders. Like buy a cheap NFT. Can be $100, $50, whatever. Go on Solana, Magic Eden, buy an NFT or check different Discords, see which one have the more active users. Like I can give some advice here, like SMBs, the Gen 3 are like 3 Sol, that's $450. The community is super active. Guys know or buy a player one from Play Solana. People are active, people understand the crypto market. If you go there and ask a question, there are other users that will help you to understand. And it's very unlikely that someone tries to scam you. I'm not saying like go on people's DMs and listen to their advice. Like go on the public chat. If someone is there trying to scam anyone, they're gonna get kicked out from the Discord, right?
Yeah.
So it's join a community, get a Twitter chat, get a Telegram chat with your friends, people that understand more than you about crypto. Because new people entering crypto, you are doing it through a friend that already made money, right? So if he's really your friend, he's gonna help you. He's gonna tell you what to buy, if you hold, if you sell. You're gonna lose money. Like there's no, like I was a lucky guy that made a lot of money. I lost a lot. I went super depressed. And one day I just got in the mirror and I said, I can either go after this money that I just lost and make it all back, which I did, or I can give up right now and just go back to the site, construction, keep doing my job and forget this existed, erase it from my memory and just look at my kid and my girl and be happy for the rest of my life. But I'm a hustler, so I went after my money.
It's good.
Never gave up.
Never give up. That's the main thing.
Nice.
It's
Thanks
good,
for
man.
Some golden nuggets here.
Was it inspirational?
It was smart. Sometimes it's like you just need to hear that it's all about the community. It's people around you. You need to listen to
For me-
everybody, not one specific person.
For me, what's interesting is just what he mentioned. I feel like always before you get to real success, you are facing a challenge. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you face a big challenge where if you just don't give up and just keep moving and just try again, you'll make it. But the problem is that most of the people, that's the point of maximum, pressure, and that's when they break and they go back to square one. So it's very interesting you said, because you had the decision to make you look in the mirror, because obviously he was in pain, right? Like he was in pain, like
Yeah.
you probably was wasting your time, your money, he was unproductive.
Not even
Like,
looking at my kid.
You know
some
what I
days
mean? Exactly.
was
Trying to make it.
disgraceful.
It's
Exactly.
so hard to look at the mirror
Yeah.
and see yourself, but you see a failure.
Exactly. And then you took a conscious decision. That what was it, right?
Yeah.
That you're going to make it no matter what.
Yeah, I can't live like that anymore.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you hear in your.
So that's the inspiring part. Like I look, there's people making money in crypto that are very stupid people. They're just getting lucky. But the problem is that they don't know how to keep it.
Yeah, and also you have like most people enter crypto because of the money that you get out of it, right? For
Yeah.
the financial incentive. But and then they either lose their money or they get frustrated because everyone around them know more about crypto and they end up making it back. Because human psychology it's difficult for you to sell when you are making a profit because you always think you can make more.
Yeah.
And then it's very easy for you to cut your losses and sell at a loss. So that's why so many people lose money, right? Because they see the money go up, they never sell, and then when it comes down, they are like, oh, now I need to sell because I cannot lose this money, right? And then they sell and it goes up again, and they're like, oh, what I did, I could be like break even or a bit up, and then they buy, and then it dumps again, and they're like, oh shit,
Yeah,
this is on purpose.
It's such an emotional manipulation of masses.
Yeah.
But it's not really a manipulation. Like the market cannot go like this. Like it goes in small waves, right? If you see the charts of
I think-
SP 500 and stuff like that, like
Yeah, I think it's more about the discipline. Like if you have the discipline to follow the plan, because many times, like even myself, when I was trading crypto, bro, if I could just have the discipline to just follow through my plan, I would make so much money.
Yeah.
But sometimes
and you should
get
write
in your
it
own
down.
way.
That's that's one of the tricks that I learned is write down exactly what's happening in that day. Like I saw this token dump and I saw the opportunity and I really think this token is gonna go up to $20, $30 more than what I entered, right? I'm talking about Solana specifically because it's the token I trade the most. And when it gets there, I will sell 30% of my money, right? And if the tokens go down again, I'll do exactly the same thing. I'll write it down. I'll prepare myself for the selling moment. And like it's not gonna go up forever. So you just have a strategy. Like, what's your plan? What's your goal? I asked this to my friends. Like, you are in crypto right now. You have 200K in your crypto account. What's your goal? I'm like, I want to make $1 million. How are you gonna make it? Oh, this. But did you invest in that token that you're just talking? How much did you invest? I invested 2K. So that token needs to do 1000x for you to have.
I like what you say. It's like no matter who you are, what matters is your plan. That's
Exactly.
exactly what it feels like.
Yeah.
When you have a plan, and just do it. Because when I like had the first crypto, I was like seeing this chart of like the prices always change, and I was like, no, fuck it, I just want to escape. And then on the next day, it go to the moon. And then the next guy, he cashed out, but my next like friend, he just lost everything. He goes down like, boom. And when you see it, it's not for everybody. You need to have like a goal for it.
I don't think it's not that it's not for everybody. It just takes time to develop the emotional intelligence needed to trade
Yeah.
crypto.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
That's the thing.
Because I remember my first investment in 2018, like the same, like I invested around a few K, like 1 or 2K, and I saw like down $500. I got panic, like, I need to sell it. I can lose this money. And sometimes it's also the programming that the society is putting into. Like, for example, my father, he is a traditional businessman, always like real estate, this and that, and whenever it was about crypto or new things, it was like, oh no, it's a scam, it's casino, it's gambling. And those things actually, it's like trauma that you have.
Yeah.
So for example, for me, one of the problems I had was like when I invested the first time 2K and I lost $500, I was like in my mind, was like, oh, you're gambling, you shouldn't do this and that. But it wasn't me. It wasn't my voice. Like it was my father's voice. You know what I mean?
Subconscious.
Subconscious.
Yeah.
So it depends. Look, some people and some kids, they are raised in such a way that they are being told from the beginning that they are beautiful, they can do anything, they are empowered, right?
Yeah.
And those people usually make the shit ton of money really fast. They become successful really fast. But us that come from like more modest, families, like more third world countries where, it's tough. It's like our parents like fight with each other and so on. We get so much trauma. We're like an onion, So for us, if we compare us with other people that are starting at level 0, we are starting at minus 100 and we have to peel all the layers
100%.
We have to peel all the layers off before we can even get to that level. So when you see people like Iman Gadzi and this and that, people like 20 something years old that they have hundreds of millions or tens of millions, right? Bro, just look at their life. Like they had a normal life, they had normal families, like, they've been told, they've been taken care of, like they have a good start already, But one thing that I feel like, people like me and you that have like, tough past and, they have to deal with trauma and, work on themselves first before they can reach success. It's that first of all, they can reach higher highs. And secondly, the drive is unmatched.
Exactly.
Like the hunger, the drive and everything,
You can keep it.
Yeah, exactly. Because
no matter how you fall, you was there.
Not many people have this.
Yeah. And I agree with this because I was fortunate to go to a private school back in my country, and most of my friends have money or come from rich backgrounds, and they just quit just like that. They don't care. They always had when they were 18 years old, their father gave them a car. They live in the nice house, still live with their parents. You still need to take your girlfriend home and introduce them to your parents. You don't have your freedom, all of this and all of that. While I choose the longest path,
the hard way,
the hard way. I saw that my life was not gonna go anywhere. I went to London. I did my own money. I started investing because I knew financial markets was the gateway for me to make the most amount of money possible fastest, because it's the reality. Like none of us are in crypto because of the community.
We like the technology.
I like the technology. Like it's true.
I mean it for the tech.
when I actually entered, like people said like, yeah, banks are centralized. In my country it was actually a big scandal, a big scam where lots of people lost their retire money, like humble people that worked all their lives, no money, zero, and these rich dudes just sitting at their home in prison, at their home, right, with a pool and everything, and they sell you this, like the idea when after obviously I lost the chance of getting Bitcoin at $10 and I was not tech savvy enough to understand the technology behind it. I went and read the Bitcoin paper. And I actually understood that like there's no way you shut this down.
Yeah.
Because there's all these computers confirming the transactions on chain. Like it's forever. If you do a transaction now, even your great kids can see it.
Yeah.
Right? Because when like banks, you know how crypto works, right? a bank tell another bank that you send their money. That's why it's sometimes in Portugal takes 3 days or 2 days to get a transaction. But if I send Bitcoin to you, all these computers will tell you that this guy doesn't have the Bitcoin anymore and Nick has the Bitcoin right now.
Yeah.
So I was like, this should be what we should do.
Use it's the evolution. Yeah.
Even if the governments use this, you know that this prime minister is not getting money out of the back door. We should use it for everything.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this is going to change the world because everything is digital and everything is evolving in that sense. And the reality with crypto is that. And now you have tokenized wine, you have tokenized cars, you have tokenized art that started by NFTs.
Still, it takes time. You know, people...
It will take time. But if you get on the train right now, it's a lot earlier than you get in the train in 1 year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In crypto, it's all about waves and hypes. Like, I feel like there's always a narrative around crypto, you know? Like, obviously, NFT was a big thing in 2019.
Meme coins
then
now.
Meme coins now.
But meme coins were
then
around
it was
before
the DeFi,
NFTs.
Then the gaming coins, now the AI, whatever projects.
You had the pancake swap craze, like like Pump.fun right now. Back in the day when I joined was pancake swap.
For me, this
with
is
BNB.
mind-blowing. Like, if you look at Pump.fun, which is a startup with 5 employees probably, or 10 at this point, which was founded like a few months ago or 1 year ago, the amounts of money they generate is disgusting.
Sometimes they generate more money than Solana itself.
They generate more money than the
entire
blockchain.
Chain, where
they
are
do like
built.
30 million a month or something like that. Like stupid.
100
like,
million.
100 million a month.
Yeah, I think they did that in 1 week or something the other day. Or lifetime, I don't know.
But my point
they
here
did
is that
stupid amounts of money,
in order for you to be able to reach, at least to fathom about thinking about those type of, you know, opportunities, you need to be in the right space, in the right place. You have the right opportunity. And crypto, in my opinion, is one of those vehicles where you can really get rich really fast. Or if you have a startup, like, let's put it this way, traditional business, right? Let's say you want to start an e-commerce store. Bro, there's so much competition. Everybody's doing e-commerce. Or you want to provide a service. So much competition. Everybody's providing a service. So my point is that Web2 businesses, it's already crowded. So in order for you to make it, even software, right? Like the big tech companies, they already have monopoly over everything. They can shut you down instantly. But when it comes to crypto, and especially this Web3, you know, community, culture, startup, bro, you can make it like 10 times, 100 times faster and bigger, you know?
Yeah, 100%. Like everyone joins crypto. Like I have this good friend of mine. He's 21 years old. I met him when he was 19. He moved to my city. He's from Iceland in Portugal. He moved to my city. He dropped out university. He made a lot of money in NFTs and meme coins in the previous cycle with 19 years old. And by the time he needed to go back to his town, to his Iceland, obviously you drop out of university, you want your kid back home, right? So he just said to his parents, nah, I don't care. I'm going to pay for my rent on my own and I'm going to just stay here. And we used to meet and go to the gym together and all of this. And we still meet in different places. And he decided to do this on his own, right? He said, like, I'm going to pay for my own rent instead of going back home where I have my friends, all these distractions and all this good life because it's a beautiful island. He decided to stay in the trenches, like we say, and work his ass off. And I, like, just a month ago or something, he bought like an M2 competition, new brand new car, which I don't even drive a car like that, and I'm 33. And he has like probably 5 million in his account, like from nothing, right? Just for holding one coin, the dog we fed. He just bought that really early, and but the thing is, people laugh and say, he was no, he was not lucky. He holded the coin for more than 6-8 months. Like you see your $5,000, $10,000 go from 10K to 100K and you don't sell. You see it go from 100K to 200K and you don't sell. You see it go to 500K, you don't sell. Like that's $500,000 in a guy that is 21 years old. You understand how strong your mind needs to be for you to hold. Then from 500 to 1 million. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, but situations like this are very rare, bro.
Of course, he's one in a million, but you need to have the strong mindset, and he managed to do it because he went through a previous cycle and he understands the game. And the same way that I am street smart and I grow up in the street and I learn my way up and I learn human psychology, he learned the psychology of trading, of these markets.
Investing and holding a coin, narratives, everything.
And he didn't only hold this coin, he held multiple. That's why he has a lot of money now. And like him, there is another few guys that I know that did the same. But I like to tell his story because he's a good friend, and I just watching him perform and acting, it's mind blowing, inspirational.
Yeah, Quite young. 21, you said?
21. I do believe it's easier for you to join a community and learn from people that are trying to do the same as you, because when you join a community, like most of these guys are trying to make money, right? This is a player versus player game.
PvP.
There's no friends in crypto. Like you need to do your own thing and sell when you want to sell. Like if you need the money, and if it's life-changing for you, sell it. Don't think about other guys just because they are telling it's going to the moon. Probably they get home, their wife wants a new bag, a new purse, whatever. They want a new car, they will sell it. They will not tell you. They will not call you and say, I'm going to sell, right? So don't wait for these people. Do your own thing, but definitely join a community where you can learn together. Maybe you become friends and maybe you hold the bags together and maybe you go together higher. But sell when you need to sell, because every time you sell, you are taking a bit of the market cap of the coin. So the guy that sells next to you is going to sell for less.
Of course, yeah. That's what he means by PvP.
But regarding to, for example, you don't have access to that community, what you should do? Move to another city, another country?
No, the community is online. I say this a lot, and it's a phrase that stuck with some of my friends, and people keep saying it now. You remember when you're growing up, like, and you have this dream of like going to New York or a big city, and you're just gonna get a job, or you're gonna be famous, or you're gonna make a lot of money. When you are poor and you grow up watching these movies, you always think about doing something for yourself, right? Where we live now, the time that we are living now, it's New York back then, right? Web3 is like the land of opportunity. It's not America anymore. It's Web3. Yeah. So if you work hard and you are consistent in anything in your life, but if you are consistent putting salt on the chips in McDonald's, you're not going to get anywhere, right? Yeah. So if you are consistent working in Web3, you're going to make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Not being consistent on putting money on pump.fun.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's very important. Also, the location is very important. That's the reason I moved to Dubai in the first place. Is because I believe, especially if you build a business, like I want to be in a place where my input, I get 5 or 10 times the output, like in other countries, like Romania, for example, because it's like it's a third world country. Everything is very cheap. People are living like $500 a month, like minimum salary. There's no buying power. And because of that, for me to build the same type of business, it will take like 5 years instead of 1, It's just different when you are in a place like Dubai, where all the people have money. It's not a question of money. If you don't have money, you don't come here, right? It's a question of how you can build a product or a service that, it's deserved to be sold here.
And talking about that, and I was being unfair, actually. Location does matter. You are right.
Yeah.
Location does matter because obviously I'm a privileged person. I grew up in Portugal, so we have education, even though the money is not that great there. We learn English, we learn languages. The school system was actually good when I was growing up. And yeah, coming to Dubai, we say this a lot, is when you have food on your plate, I don't need to worry if my plate is full and leave it next to you, right? Yeah. Because I know you're not going to take from it.
Exactly.
And we both have food. Yes. So we are both good. We can share it, right? I bring people to you, bring people to me. We do business, we do warm introduction, so that's great. But yeah, I think being online is a great way to make money. Obviously, if you want to upgrade your lifestyle, if you are in a position of making more money, or even if you aren't, if you come to Dubai and you are around these people and you are a serious business person like yourself, you can make it.
100%. And this place, I don't know how to explain it. You have to come physically here to really experience it first. But once you come here, the first thing will hit you is the energy, the collective energy. Like people, it feels like everybody's up to do something. Everybody's in a rush to make more money, to do something more. And it's also being surrounded by this opulence, right? Which people say, oh, it's bad. You shouldn't chase material things. I agree with that. Material things are not the top priority in life. However, this is what pushes you to become more. It's not about how much money you make. It is about who you need to become to have that amount of money. That's the people get, that's...
You need to change as a personality.
Exactly. Because let's say, for example, I want to become an entrepreneur that has 100 million a year, right? Well, for me to be able to reach that level and sustain that level of success, I need to change so many things at myself. Because if I will be the same, I'll have the same behaviors, I'll think the same, I will never get there. Bro, the definition of madman is to do the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Sorry.
Exactly.
True.
So I think that's it. Dubai, it's like a very interesting combination of different cultures, different nationalities, religions. Everybody works here together. Everybody's living happy. It's super safe. It's
for me is the thing that makes me like Dubai even more. I'm truly in love with Dubai. I wish I could move here with my girlfriend and my kid. Obviously, they prefer Portugal because we have our family there, our friends, but the level of safety here is unmatched anywhere I was in my life. You can walk anywhere. People are super kind. Services are great. And I come from a country that is focused on hospitality. Like people treat you well, good service. But compared to Dubai, it's nothing.
Yeah.
Like even I go home and I go to this coffee shop or restaurant and I just think like, what is this guy doing? Like he's stopping there, touching his phone, and he doesn't care about the customers, right?
Yeah.
And in this sense, I think we are a bit spoiled. I don't want to seem like, oh, this guy is in Dubai now, he thinks he's the shit. Nah, it's not that. But yeah, here, service unmatched, people really kind. They are always willing to go the extra mile to provide the right service for you. Like sometimes you are even on a shop and the guy comes over and say, oh, do you need some help? And I say, well, I'm looking for a green t-shirt in the same thing like this, same type of t-shirt. And he goes and runs the entire shop and I'm like, relax, I can find it. No, I'll look for you. You're just like, come on.
And by the way, for me, Dubai is like crypto Twitter in real world.
Yeah.
You know? It's like you open your phone and everybody using like personas, right?
Yeah.
Not real photos. But in real life, you can meet that people.
Yeah.
In Dubai, you're always like scrolling, oh, you're in Dubai, let's meet.
Yeah.
This one is like a meeting point for everybody. In
Yeah, it's a networking hub and crypto hub currently. It's great. Could you tell us a little bit about, because I know, like, for example, you've been working with us for some time, like for almost 2 years now.
Yep.
You have a couple of companies with us. But my question is, what made you choose Dubai? Why Dubai? Why did you choose to incorporate your business here? Why did you choose to come here, visit, do business here? What was the reason?
The main reason is obviously because of Dubai being a crypto hub. So many other people that I know are set up here and they work with you. People that referred you as a good starting point. Dubai is, like we said before on the conversation, is a safe place. Obviously, the 0% tax helps. But yeah, I think Dubai has the right mindset, has the right place for you to set up your business. Regulators and legislators are working directly with their businesses. It's not like I go to the government or I go to these entities where I need to approve something to get my business going, to have a license, to have this. It's not like they are not there to hear me. They want to hear me because they know we are on the forefront of innovation, and Dubai government is working in that sense.
Such a good point, man. I always tell this to all the people, all the clients that imagine I talk to 4, 5, 6 project founders every single day, okay? And it's the same thing. I tell them, bro, the difference on mindset when it comes to Dubai and UAE as a whole compared to the Western world is that when it comes to new technologies, especially like AI, like blockchain, crypto, whatever, it's like, of course, when you have a startup, you create a product that never existed, right? Which means that there's no regulations. But the difference between people in power here or the mindset here compared to the Western world is that they actually work with you to create the framework, the legislation around you, you know what I mean, around the product, because they understand the potential of the technology. Now, compare this to the Western world, like US, for example. Bro, the moment they hear you are doing something crazy in the blockchain crypto, first they will send you a notice to cease and desist. Secondly, they will sue you. And thirdly, they will try to shut down your business.
Exactly.
So it's up to you to decide which environment you choose to create your startup, you know? And I also get this comparison a lot. It's like, oh, but why should I invest in Panama or in Cayman Islands or in Virgin Islands? Like, bro, like, of course, you can get other jurisdictions that are zero tax, but can you live there? Like, go to Panama, do networking.
Can your
Panama.
business be regulated? And
Can your business be regulated when you go to an investor and here's like you're in Virgin Islands or some Laos, some crazy country they never heard about?
yeah, exactly.
Like, would
And
they trust?
why should they tie you to your business and then forbidden you to operate? You know?
Exactly.
While here you work directly with, not you directly, obviously. When I'm talking to the government or agencies or whatever, we talk with different partners that are working with the government, such as yourself with RackDAO. And you are the entry point for and reaching out. You have direct contact to these entities, to the government, and they understand that by letting these companies operate and creating the regulation to let them be a certified business here with their business model, they will attract more people that are doing what I'm doing. And I'm just the first guy coming to RackDAO and starting my own business for a gaming device.
Yeah.
We actually know that. And by regulating us and working with us on this, they know that future entities that want to do the same, gaming, whatever, they have the right regulation already in place to facilitate the process of these companies. So
it's
for
a
us,
constant feedback loop, and they're actually proactively doing something to increase the adoption, and work with the founders. That's the biggest difference. You will never find anything like this anywhere else in the world, in my opinion.
Like Dubai, it's this city of future.
Yeah.
Like they know what crypto is, what is Web3. They work with it every single day.
Bro, they have
The future
ministry.
is already here.
They have ministry of AI. Tell me any other country in the world that has ministry of AI.
No.
It's the minister of the future as well, no? They have
Yeah,
this
they
one,
have. Okay, look, even the Prince of Dubai has, made a rule recently where all the teachers in school, they need to go through a certain training when it comes to the AI technology, so they can understand what the AI technology is and how they can apply it to teach the children.
Teachers are going back as being students here.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Like the ruler of a country says that it's mandatory for all the teachers to understand the AI technology and to try to adapt it in the teachings. So they understand it's going to make life easier for the kids. It's going to make life easier for the... So that's my point, It's like you are part of a culture in an environment where they really get it. They really understand the importance of adoption of technologies, the importance of evolving. But bro, if you go back to Romania, the school system is the same like 100 years ago.
Yes, same as Portugal.
Bro, they make kids
Dumb.
learn things from books that are from 90s, and the information in the books is not even updated.
Dubai wants to create the citizens of the future, the citizens of the world, while these Western countries want to create more employees. They want to create more slaves. They want to keep people in
That's
the
what it
same
is, brother.
frame,
But that's why Dubai is not for everybody. Dubai is only for ambitious people.
I was gonna say the same. Dubai is not for everyone, and I probably have friends right now at home watching this, and they are thinking, oh, but I like to go to the coffee shop and smoke my thing and drink my thing and not do anything and don't worry about this. But I feel a lot Dubai is like when I start learning about Bitcoin. You hit that learning curve where you don't really want to learn about it because you are afraid it's too big and you just want to ignore it. And Dubai is exactly the same. It's growing so much, is such this opulent thing and helps you, like everyone here. It's not like paradise. It's a great country, but everyone here works out, everyone works on themselves, everyone have a mindset of like progressing. And if you want to ignore it and if you just want to stay in your corner and you are afraid to evolve, this is not for you.
It's impossible to stay on one point in Dubai. It's
Yeah.
like staying.
It makes you feel uncomfortable. Like you can't just sit around. People are making money all over you, all around you, and you're like sitting like a potato couch.
Yeah,
like a couch
you just go
potato.
back to Romania and drink some palinka.
Yeah.
Burn all your boats.
Burn all your boats.
No, it's impossible. It's right now. Imagine you come back to Romania.
No, bro.
a second,
It's
just
the
boom.
contrast is too much. Like I always tell this. Before I came first time to Dubai, and I didn't travel a lot. I was just staying in Romania in my own corner, in my own city. Maybe I was going to other cities in Romania. But when you don't have a reference point, when you don't go out, you don't travel, you don't have something to compare with. But when you travel to a country which is super developed and super advanced like Dubai, when you go back to your country, it feels like you're on the countryside. It's like, holy shit, I'm with peasants here. You know what I mean? No, really. And it's not like to say that, okay, they are stupid, they are poor. But, bro, it's just the mentality as a whole.
Exactly.
And the level of,
I tell this.
Watching, sorry for interrupting. We was watching The Rings of Power. And exactly how I feel like Dubai. It's like elves, they live in completely different world. It's like there is like dwarf. There is like different nations.
I tell this to my friends a lot, and this is because I have a different mindset of most people that I know. Is being poor is not a financial condition; is a state of mind.
100%.
For a long time I didn't have money, but I was never poor.
Yeah.
Being poor is something that it's here. If you have the mindset to keep going and keep building and keep adding value to yourself. I remember during the bear market, all my friends, and they are not rich, but they make some money. And they were all going to Mykonos and they going to Ibiza and they going to Croatia and they're gonna do. And I was like, man, fuck. What? Oh, how long? Like 3 weeks. And I said, fuck, 3 weeks. Man, 3 weeks, my wife will kill me. I'm out here for almost a month. She's desperate for me to go back home and I'm working.
Yeah.
Imagine I go to Ibiza, I go to Mykonos and I go, how much you gonna spend? Oh, I reserved the planes and the hotels. I already spent like 10K. I was like, Jesus. Nah, I'm not gonna sell my coins now for going to a fucking trip. It's not gonna do anything for me. In 1 year, I barely remembered. I'll probably spend most of my time drunk. Yeah, but it's like with the boys and this and that. And I'm like, nah, it's not me, man. I have other goals. Like I'm not gonna do it. And they were all upset. And this guy was like, yeah, you should come. You never travel with us again. I was like, it's a bear market, bro. I'm not gonna sell my coins for this. And now I just hit like 7 figures, and they
Yeah.
are still. If they did the same as me, like if they invested that money, in
Multi 7
different-
figures. I saw his wallet. I'm his accountant.
let's go, let's go.
No, but obviously, bro, what I liked about, and I remember when we met first time, face to face, when I brought you the Emirates idea at Solana Villa.
Yes.
I told you straight away, like, I like this guy. I don't know, just something about him, the way he presents himself, the way he talks. I just like you. You know.
Thank you. Likewise. Thank you so much for having me.
Jay, thank you so much for coming, bro. Maybe we'll do
really
it again.
appreciate it.
I'm looking forward. Maybe next time when we do it, we'll have the device
The
to
device,
play it,
yeah,
to
for
do a
sure.
demo, you know. And,
Yeah.
I want to see it. you
Let's
know?
go.
Really in real life.
and
I'll gift you one.
could you tell us the audience where they can find you on Twitter, on YouTube, or wherever you have social platforms?
So my name is Jay. On Twitter, I'm OXJNFTs, and on Instagram, I'm OXJ_.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So let's
Guys,
connect and make this community better together.
Give him a follow on Twitter. He gives some of the best alpha when it comes to meme coins and other things, and he has a successful strategy that he's following. He's taking little bits of profit everywhere, and he proved himself that he's successful to this point.
That podcast was very valuable. I
Thank
think
you.
that people will
Are you
have a
starting
lot of
buying
golden
meme coins?
nuggets.
Are you gonna start buying meme coins?
Huh?
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, so thank you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to tune in for next episode. We are going to have another heavy hitter in the space. So yeah, until then, stay safe, stay bullish, and
Like and subscribe.
and subscribe to our channel so you can
Make your move now.
burn all your boats.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Bye.